There's a quiet truth most people don't realize after 60. The colors they once loved may now be making them fade into the background. Like a scarf that dims the natural light in your face, these once flattering shades can suddenly turn on you, making your skin look duller, your eyes less vibrant, and your whole expression seem tired. It's not that you have changed so drastically, but the way light interacts with your skin, hair, and overall tone shifts with age, while your wardrobe often stays the same. And when your colors stop working for you, you might look worn out without even knowing why. The good news: with just a few small tweaks, no surgery, no big spending, you can look noticeably refreshed, like you just came back from a weekend of rest. In this video, we'll look at 5 color changes, backed by advice from US stylists and aesthetic experts, that can help you subtly but powerfully update your look. If you're into tips that help you age confidently and stylishly, consider subscribing. Think of it as adding a little extra self-care to your scroll time. Now let's start with a simple question. Is the color you are wearing today lifting you up or quietly dragging you down? One of the biggest hidden pitfalls starts with your hair. Many people choose clothes to match their hair color, not realizing this can wash out their face. Some folks haven't aged much at all, but their outfits make them look like they're fading into the background. When gray hair meets a beige or ash-colored shirt, everything blends, and not in a good way. You look in the mirror and nothing seems wrong, yet nothing stands out either. That lack of contrast makes you look older than you feel. No definition, no depth, just a blur. According to the Color Me Beautiful Institute, older adults who wear clothes with a hint of contrast to their hair, like teal, berry, or royal blue, appear noticeably brighter, especially under low light. Take Mrs. Cheryl, 68, from Minneapolis. She used to wear only neutrals because they were easy, but for her class reunion, she threw on a berry scarf, and everyone thought she'd had a facelift. "You look amazing, and what did you do?" they asked. "No new skincare routine, just color." You don't have to overhaul your closet. A cobalt cardigan, a teal scarf, or berry earrings might be all it takes to wake up your look. Because sometimes it's not your skin that looks tired. It's your shirt making your skin disappear. But contrast isn't the fix for everyone. For some, the problem is that the skin's natural warmth has faded, but the wardrobe hasn't. You wore a favorite shirt and someone said, "You look tired today." You weren't. The shirt just didn't suit you anymore. Colors that once made you glow in your 40s might now drain your face. Not because your style changed, but because your skin tone did. After 60, skin loses its rosy undertones, becoming paler and less reflective. At that point, cool shades like icy blue, lavender, or stark white can make you look colder and more washed out. A study from Cornell found that older adults wearing warm colors, like terracotta, russet, or coral, were rated as having rosier skin and more pleasant expressions, even when it was the same photo under the same lighting. Mrs. Linda, 68, from Chicago, used to live in cool pastels, but after hearing, "Are you feeling okay?" one too many times, she tried on a coral top, and suddenly people were saying she looked glowing, like she'd just gotten back from vacation. Same face, different effect, and it all came down to color. If you keep holding on to that old, washed-out tone, you might be giving off a more tired vibe than you actually feel. And honestly, that's just not worth it. You don't need to overhaul your whole closet. Sometimes it's as simple as adding a coral scarf at the neckline or throwing on a rust-red cardigan over your go-to white blouse. A tiny change, but that pop of color can instantly brighten your skin. Maybe you're not aging as quickly as you think. Maybe the colors that once lit you up just aren't doing you justice anymore. And once the right shades start lifting your complexion, the next thing to think about is pattern. Because sometimes it's all that noise in your outfit that hides your face. People end up seeing the stripes, florals, or bold prints before they ever see you. Ever looked at an old family photo and realized you kind of vanished into it? Not because you weren't there, but because your bright floral dress was so loud, it blurred everything else, even your face. A lot of folks think bold prints make them look younger. But honestly, the more patterns you pile on, the more your face fades, especially as your skin loses some of its natural color and your features soften with time. A study from the Institute for Vision and Color Perception in Colorado found that people over 60 responded best to outfits with simple color blocks, soft contrasts, and clean lines. Why? As our features age, the eye needs clarity to focus, especially on camera, in dim light, or on video calls. Mrs. Maria, 66, a retired teacher from Boston, shared, "Last Thanksgiving, we took a family photo and my grandchild posted it on Facebook. I was right in the middle, but at first glance, I looked like a stranger. Orange floral top, purple scarf, my face just faded out." That photo stuck with her the rest of the day. It was the last time she wore head-to-toe prints. It wasn't that someone told me I looked bad. It was that even I couldn't recognize myself. After that, she made some changes. A simple cream blouse, a berry-toned scarf, tailored neutral pants. No one asked if she was tired anymore. They just said, "You look so refreshed." Loud patterns don't just steal focus. They can also make your figure look larger and less defined, especially from afar or in pictures. The fix. Just a few basics. A solid navy top, a soft gray dress, a deep red scarf. No need to go bold to look beautiful. It's about staying age-appropriate while still looking vibrant, not older. If you've ever felt invisible in your own family photo, maybe it's time to let your outfit tone it down so your face can shine through. And if this spoke to you in even a small way, tap like or drop a period in the comments, just so I know you're still with me. Because we're not done yet. We're just getting started with the little changes that can help you look and feel younger every day. Now, even when you're wearing the right cut and color, your skin can still seem dull, lifeless, especially in winter, when warm shades can actually leave you looking colder. Have you noticed? The chillier it gets, the more we reach for camel, ash gray, or deep olive, thinking they're seasonal and cozy. But once you hit 60, your skin starts losing its natural pink tones, and when paired with muted shades, your face can look washed out and tired. A study from the University of Leeds, published in Color Research and Application, found that older adults wearing dull, dark colors had lower contrast between their skin and clothing, making their faces look pale and drained, especially in winter lighting or under fluorescence. And that's not just theory. Mrs. Chantal, 68, from suburban Chicago, remembered wearing an olive sweater to a holiday party. Her best friend asked, "Are you feeling okay? You look kind of pale." That night she left early, not because anyone was unkind, but because she just didn't feel like she fit in. The next day she wore the same sweater style, but in soft blue, and suddenly everyone was saying, "Did you get a haircut? You look amazing." It wasn't the haircut, it wasn't the makeup, it was the color and how it lit up her skin. So when the days get darker, don't let your wardrobe pull your glow down with it. Choose dusty rose, cream, or soft lavender, like cracking open a window after a long winter nap and letting the light touch your face again. If that feeling resonates, drop a comment. What color do you reach for when winter rolls in? And if reflections like this speak to you, tap like and subscribe. Not just to follow a channel, but to remember that the right color can brighten your face more than any makeup ever could. Because winter doesn't just chill your hands, it can quietly wash the light from your face if you're wearing the wrong shade. After seasons of muted tones, it's tempting to swing the other way. Bright, bold, full of life. But louder doesn't always mean younger. Sometimes it just makes everything look a little harsher. Ever worn a neon top and then caught your reflection, only to feel startled? At first, it felt daring, vibrant, but under indoor lighting, your skin looked duller, your dark circles deeper, your wrinkles sharper. Suddenly, instead of radiant, you looked just tired. It's not you, it's not the lights, it's the color working against you. There's something many people over 60 quietly understand. Soft yellow indoor lighting tends to amplify what bold colors reflect, sometimes the very features we'd rather not highlight. Neon tones are made to stand out, but they don't choose what they emphasize. And often what they spotlight most are the things we're trying to tone down. Research from the American Institute of Color shows neon shades increase contrast with facial shadows, unintentionally calling out wrinkles and uneven tone, especially in warm household lighting. Mrs. Stacy, 68, from Santa Fe, used to love neon yellow. I felt like I lit up the street, she laughed. But one day at a family party, she saw herself in a photo under indoor lights, her chin oddly pale, her eyes strangely tense. I looked like I hadn't slept in days. Since then, she's embraced deeper, richer shades, burgundy, forest green, sapphire, not flashy but quietly stunning. She says her reflection now feels calmer, like the color's not trying too hard, just lifting her face gently. Like Linda, anyone can refresh their look without drastic changes. Start by easing off the harsh neons, especially at home. Try richer, toned colors instead, like plum, wine red, indigo, or soft moss green. These shades don't make you fade. They make people linger because they feel balanced, because they feel like you. And really, color doesn't have to shout to make an impact. Sometimes it's the quiet ones that turn heads, because people don't remember the shirt you wore. They remember how you looked wearing it. Looking youthful isn't about being young. It's about how you carry yourself every morning, standing in front of the mirror saying, "Today, I'm choosing to light up." If this video helped you rediscover a few flattering shades, ones that lift your face, soften your features, and brighten your spirit, then we've done something right. Because sometimes the perfect color is all you need to glow. No concealer or haircut required. And when your reflection looks just a little brighter, your whole day feels lighter too. Got a go-to color that always makes you feel your best? Share it in the comments. You might just inspire someone else to see themselves in a new light. And if today's message gave you even one helpful nudge, hit like, share it forward, or drop a little note. Today, I choose a color that stands with me. Thanks for being here. Wishing you a radiant day, not just from your outfit, but from the light you carry inside.